I thought I'd do a quick video of this. If anyone asks, well, I'll post this video. But yeah, I actually find it shocking because usually, I think actually, honestly, like on my chest, it makes sense, I guess, because my chest hasn't really tanned much. Neck is tanned a little. It's getting closer. I'm gonna post a video when my face is actually darker in the paper bag. But I'm getting close if you can't see. I'm very close to the complexion. Very grayish tone there going on. And, yeah. I always get that though, like, cause me and my skin tone, I kind of just don't pay attention to what complexion I am. I really honestly don't. I don't pay attention if I'm lighter or darker. I just, especially when I do these videos, and it's problematic because people sometimes get confused. I've had it where people are like, you think you're lighter than what you are, and then you think you're darker than what you are. And I really don't pay attention to where I am that day, like how tan or how not tan I am, because it changes by the day. Like if I stay inside for 7 days, I look a lot lighter. If I've been outside, then I look a lot darker. I live in Vegas, so it's really amazing, honestly, that I am still lighter than a paper bag. Honestly, before I came to Nevada, I was like Rihanna's color. And technically, but like I think, cause you can see on my body and stuff, I'm a lot lighter than that even at times. Like my breasts and stuff get really light, like especially near the nipple. My nipples aren't black. Just cool. You can wear nudes. It's really cool when you're tan. You can have nudes out. No one's gonna know that's yours. Anyway, I think that's kind of a little too inappropriate. But my point was saying like actually, because you're so much lighter on your body than your face, people don't usually think that it's the same thing. I just think that's cool. I mean, as long as you're doing an announcement. But yeah, I just was gonna do this show basically. You know, um, I'm still lighter than a paper bag apparently. I was out 2 hours if you add up all the time. Like one of the days I had to walk to the bank because of this whole weird situation that was going on with my bank. And I walked way back and I waited for a lift for so long, and I ended up calling the emergency room, and they had to give me a Gatorade, the EMT, because I was just like sprawled out on the floor, like just I was a mess because it was just I live in Vegas and it's really hot, and I was walking like at 1 o'clock, and yeah, I just forgot to bring a water, so it was really bad. I was just like I was falling out. It was like a overheated situation, but I'm saying that because I mean like I was all the way out in the sun, and that was Thursday. No, it was Wednesday, actually. Yeah, it was Wednesday, and then Thursday I was out for a little while. So, you know, I'm kind of close to the complexion, honestly, to the paper bag. And this right here, the dark stuff, that's my I don't know how to blend my shit. I really don't. That's why I have like these black lines on the sides of my nose when I do the videos, and I'm sorry about that. I apologize. If it annoys anybody, if anyone could really give me good advice on how to do my makeup, because I really don't know how to do my makeup. I put these lines there to make it like prominent. I'm trying to get rid of the septum, because I have a bump in my septum that I don't like. And I try to get rid of this too. That's why I try to get rid of this because I have a lot of septum here, and so it's I try to put like a something dark right here and down here to try and make it look shorter. I don't think it's doing that though. I don't think my nose really looks shorter. I don't think. But yeah, probably by August, though, I'm gonna do this with the paper bag because what I want to show you guys is this, that even if you do tan, even if you are darker than a paper bag, there is nothing wrong with being darker than a paper bag. There is nothing wrong with being the color of a paper bag. I'm basically matching the color of the paper bag almost. I'm close. Very close. Um, in my face, my body is like not. It's not matching at all. But by August, I promise you, with tanning and everything, the outer of my arm is already, but like everything's going to probably be in unison. I have a good tan right here, and it's gonna get darker and darker. I like to wear tanks like this. These are usually my night takes, though, that I go to sleep in. Um, but I mean, I try to wear tanks out like this so that I can like get a good tan everywhere, besides like my boobs and stuff. So, yeah, I just was gonna put this video out if anybody gets mad at me for any of my content or anything, just to understand where I identify. Oh yeah, I want to point out, where do I identify on the colorism spectrum? Since I have a paper bag here and I'm talking about skin tone, I might as well. Um, I would say I identify, and I've said this over and over again, but people always think that I change what I identify as. I identify with both things basically, because you have to think, some of the year I'm darker, you know what I mean? And if I'm darker than the paper bag, then I'm technically brown skinned. And I'm honestly not even light brown skinned when I'm tan. I'm like a good brown skin complexion. Some would consider dark skin, I guess you could say. And that's why sometimes I speak on colorism issues as a perspective of someone who is dark skinned as well. And when I do that, I usually do it saying, you know, how colorism doesn't exist for me. Because personally for me, when I'm this color right here on my skin, you know, or if I'm like darker than this, I am always treated the same. I always get the same questions. You know, you get the stereotypes for being black, you get the questions on being mixed, so forth. You get the same treatment no matter what. It's not really about skin tone, and that's another thing. A lot of people try to act like light skin conflates to mixed race, but the thing is, oh, I feel like some light skinned people and light skinned channels talk a lot about, you know, being mixed. But you will see some of the content creators, I think they struggle with the fact of being perceived as black people who are just lighter skinned, you know. And, you know, there are plenty of people who are mixed and dark skinned, and there are plenty of light skinned black people. And, yeah. So, I mean, like, our experiences don't really have to do with, I don't think, our skin tone, more so our facial features. Um, so, and honestly, I don't feel my facial features look very, you know, Eurocentric or anything like that. I think my facial features look more Eastern than Western. And I notice that because when I interact with Africans, the Eastern Africans are much more accepting. And some of the East Central, the ones like the Congolese and stuff, are more accepting than like say a Ghanaian. Even sometimes Nigerians, it pisses me off. I am Igbo. I am. I believe my mother is 34%. When she did the DNA test, 34% of her ancestry is from Imo, Nigeria, which means that's Igbo heritage, most likely. And we also have House of Fulani roots, too. But, like, as far as the Igbo, I've seen Igbo, and they get so featureless, honestly. Like, they always want to say, you know, you have to look a specific way to be Igbo. And that's not to do with skin tone, that's not to do with their features. But, you know, obviously, my mother has Igbo heritage, and I have Igbo heritage through her, and quite clearly we look I guess, like other black people, maybe not in their tribe, but in another tribe. But yeah, I don't know. Um, as far as, oh yeah, I wanted to say one other thing. Like, yeah, I identify with the brown skin side, like I said in the summer, more so a darker skin, and that's why I speak on that sometimes. But I also identify with the light brown, because technically I'm always light brown. Like, if I'm not exposed by the sun, I am a lighter brown. I get lighter than this, basically. Um, so I am a light brown complexion. I don't identify with yellow bones, and I don't identify with people that are very dark skinned. I don't identify with anybody who believes in colorism either. Um, Maybe because of my experience personally, and it's just like, I know what I know, so it's like that's not true. Skin tone can change all year round. Doesn't really matter. People are going to treat you the way they see you because of your face more than your skin tone anyway. So it is what it is. Um, so yeah, I wanted to bring this video forward with my paper bag. I've done a few videos like this in the past, and I've always been lighter than paper bag by a bit. Those times I think it was just a slight bit, but and I'd say right now it's a slight bit. It's just like you can see my chest too is um a lot lighter. I don't want to expose anything that's not supposed to be exposed. Um, but yeah. So if anyone wants to like see a video of me with the paper bag, I'm here for it. All right, thanks. Bye.